Hello, thank you very much for joining us. I'm Philip Duncan with your forecast through until Sunday, and we've got a lot of high pressure in the New Zealand area, but also a couple of rainmakers moving in from the Tasman, bit of a cold front moving around some southern and western parts of the South Island for Tuesday, and then it clears away. More high pressure is parked here. So high number 1, if you like, is parked just west of Northland, and high number 2 is around the Great Australian Bight. And these two high pressure systems are likely to dominate our weather in New Zealand for much of this month. There is a little bit of low pressure out here in the Tasman. We've got a little bit of rain coming through, especially this weekend and potentially next week as well. But like I said yesterday, the whole planet is actually quite calm at the moment. Although in saying that, there has been a severe thunderstorm outbreak across the United States around Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia today. So, there is low pressure there. It's just not stormy in the sense of it being a big low swirling away. But we do have a bit of a low starting to form just near Sydney. That is likely to drive in a bit of wet weather again along the eastern side of Australia for Wednesday, but for New Zealand, mostly dry, just a few remaining showers over there on the west coast. Otherwise, pretty settled around New Zealand with those two main highs joining forces here around sort of Tasmania and the southern Tasman Sea, forming sort of one area of high pressure linked up just there. So this high is quite powerful, the one that's over us that is, and it remains powerful as we go in through this week. It actually gets stronger. So 1033 hectopascals on Thursday, covering the country with light winds, just a couple of little drizzly showers possible in Southland. Sorry to be a bit gloomy probably with that cloud around, and plenty of rain pushing in as we talked about yesterday with heavy falls along that eastern side. Okay, as we move through to Friday, that low in the Tasman starts to drift off from Australia. It breaks away, still a few showers in the morning, but by lunchtime most of that wet weather is sitting out to sea. Not affecting New Zealand either at this stage, although a couple of showers caught up in the new developing northeast flow. So there will be a northerly or nor'easter depending on where you live across the country as we end the week. Right, now as we go into the weekend, there is some rain coming for the west coast. You can see the heavy falls along here. That is pushing up to potentially 90 or even 100 millimetres. So that is a fair bit. But most of it is south of Harry. So most of that rainfall is falling in places where very few people live. But if you're tramping, camping or farming in some of these areas, just be aware that there will be some heavy falls, but basically nothing coming over to the eastern side of the island. Saturday looks like this. Actually a little bit stormy on Saturday around the South Island. Just the air pressure gradient, the squash zone we call it, between low pressure down here and high pressure further up to the northeast, which is still getting stronger. So that's quite powerful, that high pressure system. And you've got all this wet weather on the west coast, heavy falls, subtropical in nature with those northerly winds coming through, and it's windy across the South Island and Cook Strait. Not so windy in the North Island on Saturday. But as we go into Sunday, that windier weather moves into the North Island as it all sort of falls apart. The rain, bit patchy around the South Island, might be a little bit that spills over into the east. The North Island's got showers, but look, if you really need rain in the eastern areas like Hawke's Bay, this is not your forecast, not with a powerful high like that right next door to you. This wet weather is really going to struggle to make it over the ranges of the North Island. So that is the setup through until Sunday for you. We'll be back again tomorrow with our next update.